Good Saturday morning, everybody. Good morning, Bobby D.
Good morning.
And welcome to the first Saturday in the month of December,
That's true.
which is hard to believe.
Yes.
And yeah, here we are. It is Saturday. It is December 6th. This is the CCI radio show, Sam C. I'm Bobby D. Sponsored by Vibrant Souls Health and Wellness. You can follow Vibrant Souls on Instagram, and you can email Vibrant Souls at vibrantsouls@gmail.com.
That sounds good.
So thank you guys for joining us this morning. Good morning to you, Danetta. Happy Saturday to you.
Good morning.
And happy Saturday to all of you who tune in to us each and every Saturday. And yeah, it's the sun is peeking through the clouds this morning.
It's trying.
Yeah, trying to. And you do see some of the leftover remnants in the snow that we had a few days ago.
Yeah, but
up on the
more's
rooftops.
coming.
Yeah, more is coming. But yeah, it was rather cold the past few days. And we're going to talk about that and some other things that we have to talk about today.
That's true. That's true.
So sit back, relax, enjoy. We are glad that you're here. We are globally connected and connecting the world for 13 years and counting, soon to be 14 years and counting. The CCI radio show, and our show begins in just a matter of moments. So stay tuned. All right. Sorry about that. Forgot. All right. So thank you so much for being with us today. We're glad that you are here. And if this is your first time, welcome aboard. We want to say happy Saturday and welcome to all of our new viewers who may have found us by way of our shorts. So happy Saturday.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Well,
soon to be happy New Year.
Holidays.
Happy holidays, season's greetings, Merry Christmas.
Whatever it is.
Happy
Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Has Hanukkah happened yet? I haven't heard anything.
Let's look at the calendar. Hanukkah is actually next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
The 14th.
Okay. I was gonna say, I know it moves around on the calendar, but I hadn't heard any of my Judaic friends speak about Hanukkah, so I knew it hadn't come yet. But I just didn't. Nobody's talking about it. So.
Yeah. So it is wow, like I said, it's hard to believe we're in the last month of 2025.
That's true.
And we are counting down to Christmas and counting down to the new year and counting down to so many new things that we have in store here with Pandemic Press Media LLC and the CCI radio show. You might have seen the social media the post on social media that we put out recently about some changes coming to our soaps. We are excited because we are going to unveil the new logo and the new name. Trying to decide whether to do it on New Year's Day or do it with the first show of January. So I may hold back until the first show of January to unveil the new name and, the stuff.
Sounds good.
And something else. Actually, there's a couple of different things we may wait to unveil. No, one thing we may unveil on New Year's Day because it is the new year, but the soaps, I think, will hold off until the first Saturday that we do our show in January. So that'd be January 3rd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And Danetta said, happy waking up to see another day. Hopefully, is it still snowing where you are, Danetta? Yeah, because this past Tuesday, we got an unexpected, at least in the area, unexpected snowfall. It was actually, for us, 4 inches is kind of a lot.
Especially
Here.
in a short amount of hours.
Yeah.
It's almost like the beginning of blizzard weather.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't normally drop 4 inches in a couple of hours unless it's going to be a blizzard.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that we were looking at the schools, like the school delays and school closings, and uh,
My school is one of them.
Yeah, I looked up, and either your school is gonna, well, actually, the district just said remote instruction. So when you see remote instruction, it means
closed.
No buses. The kids are like, hey, yeah, I got a school. Well, no, you don't have a school day.
Yes.
You have a day off from the building.
Yes, but you still have to go to school online.
Yeah, but in your case, you were completely done for that day.
Yeah, I was very happy.
Mm-hmm.
It was good to have an extra break, especially to tack on to your already vacation.
Yeah. So there you go. Good. Danetta said, oh, exciting. A change is going to come. Hey, good morning, sis.
Morning.
She says, morning, family. I'm listening and working today, so I'll be in and out working today.
Oh, no.
Working today? Oh, wow. Okay, well, sorry about that, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Danetta said the snow has stopped for now, still here, but will be more in a week. Zelma's here. Good morning, Zelma.
Good morning.
She says, Grand Rising family. Let's see. Then Zelma said, it's so cold in NC. With the worst, we are struggling with our freezing temps and black ice. Yeah, I can just imagine, because you guys aren't really, well, I shouldn't really say that. I guess, are you guys really equipped to handle the black ice situation, like with all the salt trucks? Because I'm not sure. Do you guys have a lot of salt trucks that go down there like we do up here?
That's a good question. Well, we definitely need the salt and stuff because of the hills.
Mm-hmm.
Pennsylvania, pretty much all of Pennsylvania, pretty much is, shockingly enough, we are the lowest. If you've ever been to Pennsylvania is very, very hilly, mountainous, but we are actually, our hills and mountains and stuff like that are a part of the Appalachian Mountains. We're actually the lowest, the smallest hills and mountains, but of the whole Appalachian Mountains. It's absolutely amazing. I always wondered that when I was young, like, well, we have a lot of hills and stuff. Wouldn't that be funny if we were part of the Appalachian Mountains? And I looked it up, and by golly, we are. So that's weird, but I guess the Appalachian Mountains stretch further than we thought.
So we got a little bit of a history lesson here.
We did.
From Bobby D this morning. Someone said they are past Skimpy with the salt around there. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey,
well, then that means you're just gonna have to stay in then.
I know, right?
And relax.
Yep, you can't go nowhere. Hey, good morning, Summer Ray.
Oh, good morning.
We're happy to have you here. Good morning to you. Hopefully you're well also. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Summer Ray, that book that she put out there, that she put on social media, Don't Touch My Hair.
Oh my gosh.
I love the characters.
I know.
On that book cover. So Summer Ray, that's awesome.
Adorable.
Make sure you guys get your copy right now.
And I do want to I want to actually write a children's book myself, not just about the children, but a children's book. I'm working on it. But no, that's a lovely story. It's very good, especially for children. That's why oftentimes if you see pictures of me at school, or like I'm coming back from school or something like that, I might have something over my head like this or something to kind of break down the temptation for the children wanting to put their hands in my hair.
Like Indiana Ray, I am not my hair.
I am not my hair.
Which is one of your favorite songs.
Yes, it
and
is.
videos.
Yes. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I wish she would come to City Winery, but I know she's not going to.
Hey, you never know.
It's true.
There's people we never thought would come to City Winery, or just in Pittsburgh in general, and they did. So
it's true. It's true.
See, Zoma said, "Oh wow, Bobby, I didn't know that." She said, "Connected by Mother Earth."
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
And Summer Rae, thanks everybody. You're welcome for that. Danetta said, "Thank you, Bobby and Summer Rae, for your Avon orders. I appreciate you both so much. Hope you love your products."
Oh, thank you for mentioning that.
Let's move along.
Can we go to that?
Yeah, can we? Let's move along to that.
Okay, so Danetta, I don't even know what I was looking for on Avon. I don't know. I was like, I'm just gonna buy some stuff.
Can I just be honest? Like, there was this package that came, and I was like, "Is there anything in this package?"
I said, "Yes, there is stuff."
I was like, "Did you order something?" And you were like, "No."
I did. Yeah, well, at first, I couldn't remember that I had, but so this is what I landed on, which is funny.
A lot of digging in there.
Okay, so this must be like a sampler, I'm thinking, because I don't recall ordering that.
What was that called?
Beyond Glow.
What is that? Is that a hand cream?
It's a serum.
Oh.
Complete Mucine Desicaro Niacinamide. Beyond Glow. I'm assuming that's for your skin.
Oh.
But I don't recall ordering that, so I think that is a. Yeah, I think that was a
sampler.
That was a sampler. Okay, so there was that. Then I ordered some more lip balms. What was this one? Strawberry.
Cherry.
And cherry.
Now, cherry would be my favorite.
But if it wasn't pink, I'd give it to you because I know how you feel about pink.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And then, so you're totally going to laugh at me. And I ordered 2 bracelets. But they're the same color, though. They're the same color, so I'll show one. And I'm trying to think if I want to give away. I want to give away one and keep one. Well, see, now I'm going to have to keep one for myself because I had to open it up. So. But I thought that these were so pretty.
Hey.
So these were so pretty. Oh, it's a little big.
That's all right.
It's a little big for me. That's okay. Well, that's okay. I can always gift it, though.
There you go.
I can always gift it. But anyway, thank you, Danetta. Those were some of the lovely things that I purchased from Avon. So make sure you go and check out Miss Danetta's Avon store and hit it. YourAvon.com.
Yes. Actually, YourAvon.com. Hit the / type in Danetta's first and last name. For those of you who don't know how to spell Danetta's first and last name, it's right up on the screen. So in case you need new glasses, her first name is spelled Danetta, and the last name is Hardy, Hardy. You put those together, you have YourAvon.com, hit the / type in Danetta Hardy, and you will find all those wonderful goods and goodies that her store has to offer you.
That's
and
right.
You heard it right here on the CCI radio show because we are big advocates for YourAvon.com / Danetta Hardy, of course. Wanted to emphasize that.
Yes. And then when I was on there, even though I was on Danetta's page, they were trying to.
Is your picture on there?
Well, no, because like I'd already, paid and everything.
Oh, okay.
And so, I backed out or whatever, got out of it. And then they'll send you a text, a text or, email, whatever you want. So I got I got a text from Avon, and they had the nerve to say, thank you so much for your order. And, just like some other things or whatever. And so then they were like, if you need I got a survey or whatever. Well, if you need a consultant, if you need a representative, check yes. Check yes. But they just thanked me for shopping with Danetta. So why would I need
a consultant?
I didn't get it. But anyway, check out Danetta's Avon store.
I was trying to figure out what that was. There was some big old truck that was backing up. I guess he was turning around.
Oh.
Well, he's gone now.
Oh.
So we go into the comments here. Let's see. Zelma said, wait a minute. Okay. Sis says, yes, you do want to give one away. She's then Zelma says it matches.
And, that's true. It does.
Yeah, it does. Today. And Danetta said, oh, Bobby, you have some great stocking stuffers.
Oh, that's
and Sis says, give me it.
I got my lipstick on it.
I think Sis wants it. She said, give me it.
No, it's a little too big for her, too.
Well, she said, give me it. I don't think she cares.
She can't wear it.
She said, give me it. She said, give me it. So if she said, give me it, that's what she means. You can wear it like that. You can have your watch. You can put it behind your watch. Thing was not going to go anywhere then.
Yeah, that's true.
Looks nice.
I don't really like to wear bracelets on the same side as my watch, though.
Well, I only said that because at least that we don't have to worry about it falling off. Because you don't have anything else to.
That's true.
Might be
but I like the beads that are on it, though, especially this one. I just think that looks so pretty. This one, too, kind of opaque.
Mm-hmm. Sis just said, but I'm saying, does she mean she might give one away?
Well, how about, I could get, you said Terry Lee won a prize, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this could be her prize, but it's too big, so she won't be able to wear it.
I think she'll take it anyway. I think
she won't be able to wear it, though.
I don't know what Terry might do with it. She'll make it hers.
Yeah, that's true.
She'll make it work.
Okay.
And Zelma said, that's why I stopped ordering. They never want you to use the person you picked. I think she's talking about Avon.
Oh, yeah. I wonder why that is, because that's weird. Like, why would you?
And then I just said it does match.
It does match.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it, because that's weird. Because if you've already ordered from one person in particular, clearly that's who you want to stick with.
Yep.
So why would I, if I'm on Danetta's Avon store and I just made a purchase, why would I go to Bobby's Avon store if I've already purchased from Danetta? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Zoma said preference for their top sellers.
But, oh.
Well, we don't want preference. we have specific.
They have
people.
A preference.
Well, let me rephrase that. I guess that didn't come out right, but yeah, we have a preference that we only want to shop with one person.
Exactly.
So we'll just leave it at that. And she said they've been like that forever. That's what Selma said.
So, that's pitiful.
Speaking of, if you guys did not watch yesterday's Cooking Fun with Mrs. Cubbage, it was very informative. So make sure you go back and watch Cooking Fun from yesterday. I think you'll find it very informative. And, Bobby D is not the only one that was talking about this subject, but you'll know what I mean when you go back and watch it. There's some things that we ended up doing too, which we were kind of like, what? So there are certain things that we're not going to buy anymore. We'll just leave it at that. Go back and watch the segment and you'll see what we mean. Also, I didn't write this down, but our holiday edition of PPM magazine is coming soon. It's almost done. We plan to get that out momentarily. But in the meantime, I've been pushing this. Make sure you still get this copy of PPO Magazine, the fall, because it still is fall, the fall 2025 edition. So make sure that you go back and if you haven't purchased it, make sure you go back and do that. Yep, Selma, that's correct. Yeah, yesterday, was the 5th. So go back and watch it. And I'm not sure if Zelma might have said something about that too, maybe. Because, we've all been kind of like on the same wavelength for many different things. So, I'm not sure if Zelma might have said something about that. Because Zelma put some very informative things in the Z Spot too. I'm not sure if that was one of them. It could have been.
Mm-hmm.
But Zelma, you may want to go back and watch that when you can and see if that's something that you may have put in the Z Spot. You might have. Mm-hmm. And Danetta said that she watched the show and she agrees. So
thank you.
And yes, Danetta, we are happy to have your back.
Yes, absolutely.
As always.
Well, do you want to talk about what you did on Thursday?
Yeah.
I see you got your friend there.
Yeah, I want to introduce somebody that made an appearance here. Guess who's here? Here he is.
Does anybody know who?
It's Christmas time.
Who that is?
You know who it is?
And why Sam C might like that person.
Whoop. Yeah, I bring him out every year when Bobby D, when we bring out the Christmas decorations, he shows up. So my man is here. Yeah, Sam the Snowman.
I was just going to ask you, are you going to make it a trivia question? But you just said it.
No, I don't think there's no trivia today.
Okay.
I didn't plan on trivia today.
Okay.
It's almost a Frosty.
Close enough. Yeah, that's what you would have thought.
Yeah, Sam the Snowman.
Sam the Snowman. Isn't he on Rudolph?
Yes.
Yes, Rudolph.
Mm-hmm. Which that's one of the things.
Oh, that's right. Zelma got it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She was close.
That's
well, you know what? They all come out at the same time. So, I mean,
That's it.
Let's see. Another said he was middleman between Heat Miser and his cold-hearted brother. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Sure.
That's it.
Definitely true. Sam the Snowman comes out every year. I am very happy when Bobby hands me him every year. It makes me happy. We carry the same name. And I did post a picture of him a couple years ago, and people were looking at me like I was crazy.
I probably didn't know who it was.
Yeah, they didn't care.
Probably thought it was Frosty.
They probably didn't care. But so my man is here. So anyway, we are counting down to Christmas. We did actually today. And then I will go back. Actually, let me go back. So we talked about this past Tuesday where you didn't have to do anything because as soon as they shut down the school, the roads were clear. About an hour later.
That's pretty much what my coworkers were saying.
That's pretty much what they do around here. It's like
they said we should have just had a delay. I said, be happy we had off.
Yeah, they had off, and then
keep your mouth shut. Don't mess up.
Yeah, and then here come the salt trucks. Next thing we know, it's like it never snowed here, and we're just like,
I'm okay with that.
You're like, hey, well, they can't call you now.
It's too late. They called school off.
Exactly. So Thursday, every year my company has a Christmas party. So this year we went to a place just probably about a minute. Well, if you say a minute or a couple of seconds out of downtown Pittsburgh. It's called Station Square. For those of you not familiar with the Pittsburgh area. And the place was called the Grand Concourse. Now, the Grand Concourse is a very
highfalutin.
Yeah, can I say that? Yeah, it's like I was going to say ritzy.
That's why I said highfalutin.
Well, it was so highfalutin, I didn't pay anything. But Bobby and I have been there for dinners before. I mean, the price could be a little bit. It depends on what you get.
Mm-hmm.
But. I mean, as long as you don't break the bank, you can actually have a decent meal for a decent price.
Right.
But I went there we had a company Christmas party. And I can tell you some of the things that we had, which really blew our minds because we were all sitting there. And, I wanted to give a shout out to, I'm not going to name any names, but one of the people within my company has been going through some health issues for a year. Mm. And we were happy to see him grab the microphone and speak to all of us and saying he's lucky to be here. And I had no idea who the person was because I hadn't seen this person in years. And I didn't know that they were the one going through the health issue. Mm. So I sat there, I was sitting there just watching them, and I'm like, and I asked my boss, I said, who is that? So he told me who it was. And I said, I can't believe that. I said, because this person is all like when I was in the office, when I was working in a different department, this person will be the first one to greet me every morning, always has a smile on her face. And, that's very rare, to do that. And so we went to, like I said, most of my team, and we have a small team, believe it or not, in my department. So we went to Grand Concourse, and once the food was served, it was a buffet style. And the food that we had, they had shrimp. They had vegetable ravioli, which I've never had vegetable ravioli. That was pretty good. Sure. They had chicken cordon bleu. I'm like, chicken cordon, man, that's so good. They had asparagus. They had it's like a tossed salad, but it had some sort of dressing in it. I think it had some type of, I don't know if it was a vinaigrette. It's like it was already in there, like some type of vinaigrette dressing or something, whatever it was. It tasted really good.
Not bad.
Mashed potatoes. I think I'm missing something. Oh, rolls. Can't forget that. So we had a pretty big main course. Now, when the dessert came an hour later, we were all like, oh my, because they had not one, but two different desserts. The first dessert, now you guys can tell me which one you think you would go for, because I like them both. For Bobby D likes, there's one in particular that I know that she likes because we talk about it. They had cheesecake with caramel drizzle and a dollop of whipped cream on it. The second one was a personal size creme brulee. Caramelized, just how it's always caramelized, looking good. They had a strawberry on it, and they had a dollop of whipped cream on that. So again, good. Yeah. So the cheesecake with the caramel drizzle or the creme brulee.
You want them to guess which one you took?
Yeah. Yeah. Danetta's laughing, not $1. And Zoma said, right, fancy. Let's see what else here. Danetta said, my food came on time. I'm not hangry today. And Zoma said, it blows my mind y'all do all you do and still have full-time companies you work with. Super French for real. Danetta said, sounds delicious. Danetta said, God bless your co-worker, Sam. Yeah. And she said, oh, they fancy, huh, Sam? Yeah. Yeah, they definitely were. So Zelma says creme brulee like Sam.
Yes, you're the creme brulee. The caramel.
You mean the Irish cream?
Maybe.
Is Zelma saying that's what she thinks I had?
That's what she thinks you had. But wait,
let's see what
Danetta says and what Terry and or Summer, if they're here, if they're still here.
Actually, I'm gonna tell you, I like them both.
But that's not. But you didn't have both. I
didn't have both.
You only had one.
But I could have. You know what? Because even my boss, one of my boss said basically you could have went back and because nobody cared.
No, you can't have both.
You could.
No, because your wife says no.
Well, even though you weren't there, I had you in the back of my head, and you're like, "Don't you do it?
That's right.
Don't you do it?" Now you only take one of each, and I'm sitting there thinking, "Yeah, Bobby D's in the back of my head." Like even if I was sitting there, like gonna go back and get another one, I can hear her now. Don't you do it?
That's right. No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So Danetta's is laughing. Summer is laughing.
No.
So any guesses as of which one?
We don't have to be a piggy and eat up everything in the building.
I took one of everything.
Yeah, well, I'm sure.
Well, we all did.
You probably not only took one of each type of food, you probably took a chair, a candelabra.
No, we didn't do all that.
A wine glass on the table, a plate with the name on it.
No, it was non-alcoholic.
This is non-alcoholic. This is a cup. You could take this.
They did give us like
you could drink. Isn't this considered a
souvenir?
Well, yes, it's a souvenir, but isn't this considered a wine glass without the stem?
Yeah.
But this is an alcoholic. You could drink whatever you want in a wine glass.
Well, I don't think the company was going to be like,
It doesn't have to be alcoholic. You could drink whatever you want in a wine glass.
Hey, you could
put milk in a wine glass if you want to.
Hey, they got real fancy. Other than water, they gave us Sprite and Coke.
I was going to say, did they give you?
Well, they had Sprite.
They give you cranberry juice. That's about this time of year.
No. They had Sprite, they had Coke, they had coffee for people who wanted it, and they had two different types of coffee. I'm like, no, that's okay. I'll just kind of step away from
where I was yesterday. The first part of my day, someone did order cranberry juice.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So, and to answer you guys' question, it was the cheesecake. That's the one I did.
I would have actually ordered the creme brulee, but I like cheesecake too.
Yeah. So,
but that was a good pick, though, Zama. That was a good pick.
And Danetta said, "Wink, wink."
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to eat up everything in the building.
Oh, you do?
All because it's free.
Oh, I was trying.
I know we like free stuff, but I can't. Come on now.
Yeah. It's almost said, "Oh, dang." Oh no, yeah, no, there's no problem here. There was no contest. It's all good. Danetta said, "All sounds good, delicious." Yeah, it was. So speaking of
your,
oh yeah, I forgot about that. So we they wanted us to take a goodie bag. First of all, I'll show the goodie bag. So this is the goodie bag that we brought home the other day. So I'm lugging it down the street, and there's some goodies in here. Look at this. That's number one.
I can make that, by the way.
Yeah, you could. Second thing is this.
Make that too. Maybe I'll make that on the next show.
Yeah, good. And the third thing.
See, this is why you shouldn't be a piggy. Eating double desserts and whatnot, and then they send you home with a bag of dessert.
Well, hey, yeah, we didn't know that they were gonna give us those. That was kind of, and
oink oink, like Danetta said, oink oink.
They also had a raffle. They were raffling off like 4 different gift baskets.
That's nice.
I put my name in one of them specifically for you.
But you didn't want to lug that down the street to be happy.
Actually, it wasn't heavy. Actually, it would have been heavy. The one I would put my name in was not heavy. But someone did win something and it was heavy. And somebody was like, they were like, should we just leave it here for you? And we just said, yeah, it was heavy because the person wasn't going to try to lug it to their car. So anyway, so that's That was my spiel. It was a nice get together with the company on Thursday. Um, moving along
What about?
to you
What about me?
after you
After
started talking about your day.
what, on Thursday or what?
Well, you started talking about your day, and I was like, and then I think you said, "Well, continue what you were saying."
Oh, when I said someone ordered cranberry juice.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, don't think
That's
we
all
got
it was.
into that. Oh, that was
Well,
it.
yeah.
So
Well,
there's more.
a friend, a friend's mother passed away, somewhat unexpectedly,
Mm-hmm.
and the funeral was yesterday. Talk about, I swear, a comedy of errors. What is my life? What is my life? So we we were texted the information about where the viewing and the funeral was. But the only thing I noticed was the date of the viewing. So I freaked out and was like, we can't come because I have a class I'm teaching that night and it figures and blah, 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 blah. And Sam says, but did you read the rest of the? So I responded back, we can't come. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. It figures this class would be this night. And so, they got back, oh, Bobby, it's okay. And Sam said, did you read the rest of the text, though? The rest of the text? Yeah, like when the funeral is, and you just stopped. I'm like, that's sorry. So I read it, but then I got back and I said, actually, you know what? I can come to the funeral. But unfortunately, Sam cannot. Okay. So Sam tells me where I should go and the whole thing. And he says, you should leave at this time. And I tried to. I left maybe a pinch, not long though, maybe a pinch after. I told our friend this, and it did make her feel better under the circumstance. So I left here and I'm going through another community that apparently Sam had gone through the day before, but neither one of us are thinking anything of it.
Like the same thing can't happen.
Can't
twice.
possibly happen, but it did. It was construction, of course. Why not have construction on the most frigid day in the history of Pittsburgh or whatever
so
they were
far,
saying?
yeah.
Whatever they were saying on the news. So the construction worker, of course, as I'm trying to go through the construction, slowly following all the rules, who do they stop on? Me. Bam. Stop right there. Like, if you would have just let me go, I'd have been fine. So I waited, stuck at an intersection with a flag person holding a flag in front of me for at least 5 or 6 minutes. So, of course, that pretty much blew me being there on time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, okay, I'm fine. So I call Sam. I'm frustrated. I'm like, I can't believe this. I'm not that far from home, so I don't understand what's going on.
Hey, we're not even on the other side of town yet.
Right. So I keep going. Yeah, okay, make it through. All right. Going along, hit the OnStar. Yay for OnStar. No yay for OnStar. OnStar was like, no. We're not answering your call today. Call Sam back. What is going on with OnStar? Of course it's paid. Yes, they take it out all the time. They take it out every month. I don't know what I mean. Okay, let me find out what's going on. All right. So, as I'm trying to, he says, but you're going to have to get off the phone, though, with me because you're going to have to set the Google Maps. All right. So I do that. So my phone is possessed. I don't know. It's ridiculous. It decides on the screen, it comes up and it says something like about, Google Maps, this, that, and the other. And now you can listen to the whatever, I don't know.
Probably to the direction.
Like listen to the direction. So I crank up the phone as high as it'll go. Nothing. I'm hearing absolutely nothing. Just music coming through the radio. All right, fine. I'm like, what? So I'm picking up the phone. Now I'm going to have to look. And here, apparently, I'm just passing by everything in the world that I need to pass by. So I look on the thing, and it brings me up, like, nope, go up this hill. Boom. Okay, so I go up that hill.
Notice we said go up this hill.
Go up this hill.
Mm-hmm.
I go up that hill. Construction.
Number 2.
Construction number 2. I'm like, I cannot
believe
this. I'm already, I'm not late yet, but I was going to be. Now I knew I was going to be late. Up. I make it. All right. Yay. So our friends gave us the name that they said that the church was. But as I'm chugging on by and I'm looking, I'm like, it's got to be, this is the only place, this is the only area, and the phone's directions stopped here. This is not the name of the building that they told me. Call Sam again. Can you take a picture of what the building is supposed to look like? Okay, I'll call you back. All right. Takes a picture. I see it. I'm like, this is it. This is it. Okay. So Sam says, well, it's got to be it. I'm like, well, that's the address. Okay, it's fine. Nowhere to park legally, except, of course, in Bobby D fashion, behind the hearse. I'm like, I can't park here. I can't park behind the hearse. So I noticed a car that looked familiar, and it was the friends of the mother-in-law. So I'm like, I think that's her. That car sure looks familiar. So I parked behind her, which technically we weren't really in a legal parking area either, but if they tow me, they have to tow her, and this one, and this one, and this one. Okay. Fine. I'm like, I'm already 20 minutes late now. I'm now 20 minutes late to the mass. It was a mass. So I'm off the phone with Sam C. I'm going in, and I see a side door, because remember, I passed by the front. So I thought, well, maybe what I can do is I could kind of slide in through the side and not be noticed, and then just pop up. I'm here. Hey, No. Of course, bonehead number 1 would go through the door that leads you to the front of the church. So here I am at the front of the church. The priests are looking at me. The family's looking at me. Other random people looking like, I can't believe this. I can't believe I walked in on, oh my goodness. But the mass and the church, beautiful. Absolutely lovely.
You said they wanted you to kneel down?
Yes. Well, it's, it's Catholic, Catholic church. So, kneel, there's kneelers right on the pew, like at the bottom of the pew in front of you. So you can.
Were making noises, you said?
Yes. So this church is, when we came out of the church, I didn't look at the front to see if there was like a, one of those, like a historic, this church was created, blah, 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 blah. This is a historical landmark kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure it was, because I'm telling you, the kneelers were making, so like people were, and there weren't a lot of us there. So it's like, and it's like, oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make noise. I've already made a spectacle of myself being late and popping in a side door that ends up being the front of the church. So I'm like, I'm just gonna not use the kneeler and kind of fold my hands and lean my body over the pew to look like what everybody else is doing.
Right.
So I did that, sat back down. There were some where you're standing, and I said to Sam C yesterday, oh my goodness, please no disrespect to anybody who might do this. But I was so excited to be in a church that when you said the Lord's Prayer, they said, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. It's been a very long time that I've been in a church that actually says it the way I've been taught. I was so excited. Isn't that ridiculous? The things to be excited about. Was so excited. So we did that. And then, so the service and everything was over. And they wheeled the casket out, down the main aisle.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the men that was wheeling it out, he looks to the side where I was, where the people on my side were, and he mouths,
Mm-hmm.
like, so he's going, then he looks to the side where the family was, and I'm sure he said the same thing. So he's going up. All of the people that were on the side that I was went out the door that I just came in. And I'm like, but he said, follow me. What are we doing here?
Well, you followed him.
Yes. So yeah. I go into the aisle and I see our friend's sister.
Right.
Because we never actually met her, but she resembled our friend enough. And I'm like, I bet that's her older sister. I bet. So I went over to her and she came to me and she goes, what do we do? I said, well, the man, he mouthed, follow me. I think we ought to follow your family. I'm assuming, I said, I said the name. And she said, yes, I am. And I told her who I was. Okay. And so I said, let's follow him. Because that's what I said, I don't know where these people are going. So she says, okay. And so she and her son and I went out with them. And I'm happy we did, because that's where the rest of the family was and all that. So our friend who lost her mother came over and gave me a big hug. And, we're talking and chatting. And her husband came over and hugged me and everything. And so they asked if I would, follow along to the cemetery. Of course, went along. And,
how long did it take you to get from the church to the cemetery?
Well, of course, in Pittsburgh fashion, there were lots of hills. There were lots of hills and valleys and things to go. Which another thing, lovely. Another construction. So here's at that point,
Number 3.
The third construction site that I'd been through.
But this time you weren't alone.
Right, because I was following the family with my blinkers mm-hmm. going, of course. But what I thought was lovely was that as we were following the hearse and going through the construction site, the construction workers took off their hats and they were like almost saluting as we were going by. So like they were and it was cold, as we know, yesterday.
It was like 15 degrees.
Yes. So they took off their hats and they're like standing there like this. And they're just waiting for the rest of us to go by. And then I turn, I'm looking, and I turn and I look, and once we passed by, they put their hats back on. I'm like, oh my goodness, that was lovely that they would do.
I've never seen that.
I honestly have never seen that. I thought that was spectacular.
I've never seen that.
So we made it through. And honestly, I think it maybe 7-8 minutes from the church, I would say. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't far. But just a lot of hills and valleys and dips.
Zelma says she loves that.
It was beautiful. I never seen that before. I was if you were the one with me and driving, I probably would have cried, because that was just a lovely. I'd never seen
like a tribute.
Yeah, I'd never seen anything like that.
Yeah, Danetta says, "Oh, that was sweet. I hope they weren't bald.
Yeah, right. That's the several of the men that I did see doing that did thankfully have hair on the top, so
or something.
So yeah, so that was good. So we got to the cemetery, and they brought us inside and did the thing there, and we just kind of chit chatted, and then they asked me if I was gonna go to the repass. Now I had a meeting at 1, and then I was gonna go. I've been planning for about a month or something with a friend to go shopping even after that meeting. So I thought, I'm getting really tight on time, but yes, absolutely, I'll go. So I went, and I felt so bad because I had this meeting at 1 o'clock, and I didn't have the opportunity to actually sit and eat with the family. So the waitress was kind enough to have mine to go, because I said, I'm so sorry. I said, I have a 1 o'clock meeting, and it was already 12:45 at that point. But the folks who I was meeting, they knew what I was doing. They knew I was going to be late, so it wasn't a big deal, and I made it back across town again.
Back to our side.
Back to our side.
Sort of.
Did my meeting. Then, of course, everything was backed up, because of I do not blame the funeral or any of that, of course. The construction is what killed me. So when I finally got from the meeting to my friend, she, poor dear, and I said, I'm so sorry. And I was at least an hour late to her, but she knew, everybody knew the first thing I was doing today. So everybody was everybody gave me some grace. So I was very thankful. So if you know who you are, you know who you are. Thank you so much for yesterday and giving me grace. I really truly do appreciate it,
because from the beginning until the end.
Yes, because our friends really did need to see some representation of the Norman Cubbage family. So I thank you all, those who were involved in my crazy Friday yesterday. Thank you for those who I had to meet after, is what I'm saying. I truly appreciate you giving me grace and not telling me off, telling me I can't believe you're an hour late. But everybody was lovely and gracious, and I understand. And how's your friend? And is she okay? And I'm sorry you couldn't, which was lovely. I'm sorry you couldn't sit and have lunch with her. And the friend I met after the meeting, she said to me, it was so sweet. She said, Bobby, you've got to be hungry. I said, I'm fine. I don't need anything. I don't need any food. She goes, did you eat today? I said, well, I did eat a little bit of rice before I left. And she said, you ate rice? I said, well, my stomach is stupid and weird. And just, no, I'm good though. I'm good. And she says, no, absolutely not. We're going to go and we're going to get a late lunch. So we did. So I thought that, so for that, I thank you very much. You know who you are. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. But our friends were thankful that I came, and so sweet. They wanted to get together after we do what we have to do today.
Which we'll discuss that momentarily.
Right. To just sit down personally with us and have some dinner and chat. And so I said, well, we have this other thing happening, but let me chat with Sam, see what he says. And, but the both of them, they say, oh, yes, let's do it tomorrow. Okay, I'll see what Sam. So Sam C said yes. He chose a spot for dinner and the time. So all we have to do is get there.
Well, today's
as long as there's no
the
construction.
So they're thinking it's Saturday. You think maybe they probably don't have it today.
No, they'll wait until tonight at 4 or this afternoon at 4.
There's more than one way to get there.
Yeah, that's true.
But
there'll be more construction.
We can go over the other bridge.
But then there'll be construction there.
Yeah.
And then there'll be construction in front of the restaurant.
Yeah.
And then there'll be construction in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And then there'll be construction on the top of the building. Like, I'm over I said, I see why I don't go out or too far from here on Fridays, because that is ridiculous.
Well,
it's the worst. I can't stand construction.
Well, speaking of construction, Zelma said construction gets on my nerves in the winter.
Yes.
I mean, they have the whole summer to waste our good taxes.
Yes. Zelma, I even had a plan that where the construction workers can actually get an 8-hour day and be done by 6 o'clock.
Start at 6 o'clock in the morning.
And I didn't even have them starting quite so early even. And without them getting in the way of rush hour traffic in the morning, lunch traffic in the afternoon.
They love to do that.
Rush hour traffic in the evening. I had a whole plan. I bet if I wrote it down somewhere, I don't know where but it was years ago. And maybe I ought to try to figure out what I thought and type it into the computer. And then it'll be in, because it was a full 8-hour day with breaks and without bumping it, being on the street while people are trying to get to school or get to lunch and try to, you only have a half an hour for lunch. I'm trying to go down the hill and get something at the store, but now I'm stuck in this traffic.
There's a flagger right
There's a flagger over there. Now
yeah.
It took me 5 minutes to log out. Now I'm 5 minutes behind. Now I got to get down the hill. Oh, wait, now I'm stopped. So it was
crazy.
Ridiculous.
Even Danetta said construction in the winter is diabolical.
Mm-hmm. And it's disrespectful, honestly.
Danetta said, dang, Bobby, threw the whole day away.
Yes, literally.
And then
literally.
She also said, Bobby, you had quite the day yesterday. Zelma loves that. It's talking about the construction workers saluting.
Oh, yes.
And that was sweet. I hope they weren't involved in that. Okay, so this is where okay. Zelma said, we have moved too far from traditional tributes and ceremonies.
Yes, that's true.
And Danetta said, the song Get Here by Alita Adams comes to mind. And Zelma says, absolutely. I think they pay actors to pretend to work the way these roads are a mess.
Yes.
Which they are.
Yes.
Yeah, it's our taxpayer dollars. Yeah, you're right. And, they every time they keep saying, oh, we're going to be working on this starting June. So you're going to start like
on
right
a Wednesday.
Summer, on
That's
a Wednesday.
Lovely.
And they're not going to be done until, we're going to do it for 2 months. I was like, okay.
But then they don't, and they just leave it sit there.
No. Well,
yeah. So now Alita Adams is playing in my head. I just want to tell you.
Well, I'm glad.
Look what Danetta did to me. That's Gen X for us, right?
Yep.
Somebody says something, and that'll just bring music in.
I know what she means. And
now I got to hear that.
That's a great song.
Yes, it is. Now I got to hear it.
Yeah, we will.
I'm singing it in my head. I'm not gonna let it come out of my mouth because I don't want to scare you guys away.
No, I no. Yeah. So today, we are. It's almost laughing. So, yeah, in just a little bit, we are going to be heading out because we are starting our holiday celebration, and we are going to go see A Christmas Story, the play.
Yes.
/ musical.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that because A Christmas Story, of course, everybody knows is my favorite Christmas movie at all time. And then when we went to the Christmas Story house a couple years ago,
almost two,
hard to believe. I said to Bobby last night, maybe we should stay at the Christmas Story house, not in the Christmas time though.
No,
but yeah, that's a great movie. Love that movie. But we are going to go see that, and then after the show's over, we will meet up with our friends and have some dinner. Hey, that's a nice little note you got there. Who is that? One of your students?
Yes. So Thursday, I was given a stack of thing. Sorry, I got shut. So
that's a lot of stuff there.
One of the new teachers had the kids make cards for their favorite teachers. Well, see, she's very nice.
Name on it.
She's a very nice lady because, like, whenever I have the kids make cards to the teachers, no, you can't pick your favorite teacher. No, you have to give one. You can give one to this teacher, and you can give one, or you can make two because I don't want anybody left out. So anyway, so the teacher came over to me and another teacher and was like, I had my students make cards for their favorite teachers, and Mrs. Cubbage, you were the most favorite. Oh my goodness! I said thank you, and she gave it to this other teacher. I said you were next, and so the other teacher says, well, I got a bracelet, and then the other teacher says, well, Mrs. Cubbage got her bracelet yesterday. I'm like, yes, I did. Thank you. And so, but I didn't have a chance. So this is, of course, I have to cover for one of my students. Like, I don't know why they won't let me be Mrs. though. Can I be Mrs.?
Well, you
I earned it. I earned being Mrs.
All right. What's a kid?
Yes. So I got a necklace too.
What?
So here's a little necklace hanging from it. Dear Miss Cubbage, I know it's been a long time I was in your room, but for real, I want to go back and join your class for real.
What?
P.S. Have you found Bigfoot yet? Hope you do.
Well, that's probably
that's adorable.
That's the most adorable thing that
that is adorable.
Yeah.
So we've got that.
Oh, Summer's got to go. Enjoy breakfast with Rod. Summer, tell him we said what's up.
Oh, enjoy.
And she said that I have to give him my undivided. Yeah, give him your undivided attention. Yeah, you having breakfast with him?
I have to do the same.
Yeah.
Because somebody laid me out the other day, so I will be doing the same. Then here's another. So all I get with this is just Cubbage.
All you need to know.
Just Cubbage. And then I guess I don't know what this is. Is this supposed to be a what
rubber
is it?
Band. Band.
Rubber band, man. Rubber band. There's that.
Oh, you're welcome, Summer. No problem at all. And we appreciate you both. Have fun.
Have a good time. You could tell us later where you were going.
Yeah, you can eat my portion.
There's another one with no name, but that's very nice. Yeah. Very nice. So anyway.
It's what Danetta say. Zelma grows more than a nation. There will probably be a change for me 2026 because enough is enough. And then Zelma's laughing. She said, I earned the missus.
I did.
You did earn the missus. You earned the missus the moment.
It's been 23 years. I've earned it.
Yeah.
I've earned it. Let me have it.
Oh, Summer says they're at Denny's.
Oh, okay. I haven't been to Denny's in 100 years.
Like I said, eat some pancakes for us.
Man, I haven't been there in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could go for some pancakes. But I want the pancake. I want the pecan pancakes.
At the Pancake House.
At the Pancake House.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I love that place.
Anyway.
Be doing that sometime soon. Yeah, so like I said, we'll be going to see A Christmas Story, the play / musical momentarily. So that's going to be fun today. Then we'll have dinner out. And what is that?
What?
I thought it was Rainbow Bright, but now it's great. She's green.
One of my littles decided to do some drawing and give me all of her drawings. This was a mermaid.
That's not bad.
No, it's not. She was copying it. She was actually looking and copying it from her water bottle. This was actually a stencil, so that That was a different child with that. Just back to another one.
She drew all that?
Mm-hmm. Now the child that stenciled the rainbow,
mm-hmm.
she drew this. Now, how cute is this? This is supposed to be her. And this was funny. One of her friends said, "That's not you." And she said, "It is." This little girl who drew this, incidentally, is 5. She's 5. That is fantastic. And so she says, her friend says, "You don't have lips like that. Your lips aren't that big." And I said, "Well, no, they're not big lips. They're supposed to be pouty lips." So then she drew me and her. And here I am.
That's funny.
This is another one of this different child, the child that was copying her water bottle. Back to the one that was making pictures of us. This is supposed to be Mr. Donut.
Okay.
So,
you mean from Dunkin' Donuts?
I just know it's Mr. Donut.
Okay.
Mr. Donut. This is a different child. Cover the names, of course. Cover the name. This is supposed to be me and her. I love how...
You're the tall one.
Yes. I love how long-legged I am in this picture. Because nobody has ever confused me with somebody with long legs. Or with being tall. So
track days, right?
But no, I never had long legs or anything.
Yeah.
Then this is another one. I don't know who gave me this, but lovely, creative. And then another one. So that's cute. I was bestowed quite a few things on Thursday, so that was very lovely.
Yeah. Let's see. Zelma said, Denny's is the reason I have no gallbladder. They fed me pork when I ordered turkey bacon. Sent my body straight into crisis.
Oh. See, I haven't been there in a ditch.
I haven't been to Denny's in a long time. I remember going to Denny's, and what did I get there? At the time I had a hamburger, a cheeseburger.
I don't think you and I were even together.
Yeah, I had a cheeseburger, and it was the most. The burger itself wasn't bad. I think it was so much grease on it.
Oh.
I think that I'm kind of like you and I are both the same, especially when you're making stuff and you're like, "There's grease here. Hold up."
Mm-hmm.
Pat it down because there's too much grease.
Mm-hmm.
I know what too much grease does to you. Amen. See, Zoma said she's got artistic skills already.
She sure does. It was very, spectacular.
And then there's a harpoon she's Harpo. Who that in the picture?
Exactly.
Then Zoma said both of those students. Like even the stick figure drawings. And then it said they were cute, and Zoma said that last student need a new water bottle.
Maybe, right?
Well, you know that's a fake email, right?
Okay, just wanted to show you
because I can tell you that's a fake email. It's a scam, spam, scam.
Okay,
but so like I said, the countdown to Christmas, the countdown to year 14 for the CCI radio show is getting close. It's hard to believe. We are. Well, let's see if I look at it. Can I say are we less than 30 days now?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
So January 3rd, the first show of 2026. It'll be year 14. We'll have some new announcements on that day. I think you guys will be interested. And Zoma said that last student. Oh yeah,
you said.
Okay. Yeah. So, Bobby D, and I've been telling Bobby D some of the ideas that I have, and she was smiling at me and wanted to run her past, or some of those things past her, which I did already.
Oh.
So I want to tell you guys what we are going to be doing for you audio wise coming up tomorrow. So with it being a holiday season, we are in the holiday mood, and this is going to be something we have never done before, which I did tell you about.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on, well, anyway, you'll see it with me. But for your listening pleasure tomorrow, this is going to be the first audio podcast for December. It is going to be the Studio 70s Back to the 80s combined show, the Christmas show. So we're going to have all kinds of great Christmas music from the 70s, great Christmas music from the 80s. And yes, one of Bobby D's favorites will be on that show. Which you have so many different, but there's one in particular that will be on that show tomorrow. But again, make sure you tune in. Studio 70s, Back to the 80s, the Christmas show, Christmas music tomorrow. And it'll be available for you on SoundCloud and Buzzsprout. Sponsored by Vibrant Souls Health and Wellness. So again, shout out to Rio and Vibrant Souls, which we're greatly appreciative of Vibrant Souls and all they continue to do.
That is correct.
That's right, supporting your businesses.
That's right.
And speaking of businesses, just want to mention a couple things here. We consider ourselves a small media, but there are other medias out there that you should be supporting as well. Some of our favorites here to watch, if you're not subscribed to these YouTube channels or Facebook or Instagram pages, we suggest that you do so because you will be getting all the information you need and then some. For example, we have the Midas Touch Network. So make sure you subscribe to the Midas Touch Network. If you're not subscribed, Midas is spelled MEIDAS, the word touch, and then network. So Midas Touch Network. Tennessee Brando, another great person to follow, just like it sounds, Tennessee, and the last name Brando, Brando. Coach D Speaks, another very informative third-party podcaster. Make sure you subscribe to him and check him out if you don't know who he is. Dollamore Daily, Jesse Dollamore, very informative, one of my favorites. He's always dressed up in a nice blazer. And he has he could be a smarty sometimes, but we do like him. So make sure you subscribe to his channel as well and go check him out. And Tabitha Speaks Politics. So she's also good. All these people deserve our support because they're taking time out of their busy schedules to put out so many different things per day. And if you blink, you do miss something very important that these contributors that I just mentioned could be putting on their channel. So it's great news, and they get news that you normally don't see on the mainstream news media. So make sure that you're keeping up to date on those as well. So I just wanted to say that because since we're a small media, we don't do all that, but it is nice to find people and contributors who care about news and care about what's going on in the world, and they will tell you like it is.
That's true.
So thank you to those I just mentioned, and we just ask that you do the same thing and just make sure you watch them to keep up to date on what's going on in the world.
That's right. I see Zelma said something.
She said these scammers are coming up, aren't they? And getting, yeah, she's talking about what I told you.
Oh, okay.
That's a scam email.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they're ridiculous.
Yeah. So make sure that you are subscribed to our channel as well. Like I said, we are about to move soon into year 14. So I'll be taking that 13-year local off soon. I can't wait for that to put the new one on there. So click, share, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends. If you haven't already, make sure that you go back and watch our shorts, because we do have a lot of shorts that we have been putting out there. So yes, yeah, we greatly appreciate you guys. And some of the shorts, like Christopher Williams, if you didn't see the videos, shorts, go back and watch that. So many different things.
That's right.
Zelma loves the. Oh, thank you, Zelma. We greatly appreciate that. And then I said, I hate how they take advantage of the elderly who aren't tech savvy. Yeah,
that's true.
So yeah. So other than that, next week we'll be back with more stuff and guess more information. Guess I could say that.
More information or some information.
There's some more information next week, and make sure that you follow us all week long. You know, like I said, we have our audio shows tomorrow, which I just mentioned. Catch us on Tuesday on our YouTube channel for Tuesday Talks with Bobby D. This coming Wednesday, if I look at the calendar, should be etiquette class with Mrs. Covage, and then another Covage Critiques is Thursday. Friday, another cooking fun, and then Lord willing, we'll be back live next Saturday, the 13th, for another edition of the CCI radio show.
That is correct.
And Zelma says like, subscribe, and share. Yes. And make sure you follow our friends as well. Again, you're avon.com/Danetta Hardy. You also want to check out the Z Spot. You want to check out Rapunzel's Phoenix Counseling as well. We have some good friends here. You also want to go to Summer Ray's website, summerray.com. Get her music, get her merch. Heck, get our merch. You know, like go to pandemicpresspublishing.com. And, you know, if you're so inclined, you can hit the QR code right up on the top of your screen there, right where my head is. And you'll be able to see everything that we have to offer. And we have, like I said, 2026 is coming, and you never know what you're going to see.
That's true.
So, enough said.
Very good. Thank you all so much for joining us today. I guess Sam C said it all. Have an amazing weekend. And don't forget, yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Thank you so much for joining us today. We will see you again. Oh,
Someone's got a question for you before we hit the off.
Did I do the soup?
I think that's a soap making video.
A soap. Did I do soap making?
No. You've showed soaps. You've never done a soap making video.
Maybe I will. I will.
Maybe she said that because we're going to be unveiling the new name.
Sounds good.
Yep. So right. She said, I need the number of the show. No, actually, no, never.
I don't think.
Not a soap. No, we've showed the soaps before, but she's never actually done a soap making one.
Maybe I will.
So
maybe I will, Miss Thelma.
Yeah, she's. I need that. I feel.
Will do. Will do.
And then say, have an amazing weekend, everyone.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye.